I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing. Just pray to God that I believe it. 'Cause I got time while he's got freedom. 'Cause when heart breaks, no, it don't break even. His best days will be some of my worst. He's finally met a girl that's gonna put him first. Well, I'm wide awake, he's no trouble sleeping. 'Cause when heart breaks, no, it don't break even. No. What am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? What am I supposed to say when I'm all choked up and you're okay? I'm falling to pieces. I'm falling to pieces. Yeah. I'm falling to pieces. Yeah. I'm falling to pieces. You got this heart in my heart, none of the pain. You took your suitcase, I took the blame. Now I'm trying to make sense of what little remains. Oh, 'cause you left me with no love and no love to my name. I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing. Just pray to God that I believe it. 'Cause I got time while he's got freedom. 'Cause when heart breaks, no, it don't break. No, it don't break, no, it don't break even. No, what am I gonna do when the best part of me was always you? What am I supposed to say when I'm all choked up and you're okay? I'm falling to pieces, yeah. I'm falling to pieces. I'm falling to pieces, yeah. I'm falling to pieces. Oh. Yeah. No, it don't break even, no. No, it don't break even, no. Hey. No, it don't break even, no. No, it don't break
Hi, I'm Kevin,
Hi, I'm Sophia.
and welcome to Mega Music World. Today, we're going to talk about playing in a duo or a band, as Sophia and I both play in duos and bands. So, what do you think? What's your vote on a duo setup? Say, singing with a keyboardist or guitarist versus a full band.
Okay. So here in Malaysia, we usually call singing just a duo band. We usually call it unplugged or whatever, right? And then with a full band, you call it live band or something. I personally think it's two very different things. So I don't want to say that I prefer one over the other, but definitely both require really good chemistry between musicians, right? Vocalist, guitarist, or vocalist, pianist. So in a duo setting, I guess everything is a little bit more naked, and it's easier to hear each other because it's just either you or me.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, when it's just duo, it's like you really hear just the vocals and the accompaniment music.
Yeah.
So any little things like little mistakes and stuff are very, very obvious. And I guess the benefit for that is that you don't have to worry about coordinating too much with a big group of people.
Yep.
For example, rehearsals are going to be, way easier.
Yeah.
Scheduling.
And also economical.
Yeah, and it's very economical
You
because
don't have to book a studio.
yeah, you can just like practice by the side of the road. No.
No.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Yeah, that's called busking, by the way.
That's not practice.
Practice. But yeah, the duo thing is great because yeah, you save on rehearsal time. It's a lot simpler to coordinate a big band. But it does come with certain drawbacks because music is so, completely arranged these days. There's so many parts and stuff. You do need to cover a lot of ground. I mean, as a singer, you still sing your same melody, but as the musician, like for me, example, covering piano parts on the guitar isn't as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
And I play in a band that does 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s music, and if you're familiar with music from that era, it's full of stuff. There's horns, there's strings, there's all this stuff. So you can make it authentic by covering all that, but it's a lot of work. Or you can just make it simple and just strong chords, which I think is it's all right, but you can make it sound way better if you don't. How about band?
Well, like what Kevin said, band definitely has like a different texture in every instrument. So let's say you have guitar, bass, drums, and keys. So you've got 4 different timbres plus the vocalist. So you have different texture and different timbres to play with. Whereas for acoustic duo or a duo band, you're gonna have to maybe for the vocalist perspective, right? You're gonna also have to do a bit more ad-libs, I suppose, to make the song more interesting. In a band setting, though, the difficulty is to keep it tight. For every single member to play on the same tempo and have the same mental picture and to play in sync.
Yeah, to play in sync. It's not easy. Of course, if you're a professional and you've been doing it for a while, it's not as difficult. But in the beginning stage, it's always tough to get timing right. Work on parts, attacks, and hits. But that's the thing. In a full band, you have more things to play around with. Like the singer can interact with the drummer. Play with rhythm. You can interact with the keys. You get a different sound for every song, and it starts differently. And you have a lot of, how to put it, musical magic in the ears. You get a lot of sounds. Whereas an acoustic thing, if it's just like vocals and piano, it's piano all the way, or maybe electric piano, but it's still rather the same thing.
It feels like if you're in a duo setting, you need to do extra work.
Yeah.
Like we need to keep feeding each other so that we are complementing each other. But in a band setting, you have 5 brains and 5 maybe musical ideas that we can just pass around and communicate.
Yeah, and it builds, you can interact and build on music. You can bring dynamics from really low. You can make the song really happening. That's one of the things which is tougher on a duo setting. It's always kind of chill all the way. If it builds, it's just that much. So, band, that's the difference between that. Which do you prefer?
Well,
Which are you more comfortable with, as just overall?
personally, I think I'm more comfortable with a duo setting because I think I don't have the very powerhouse kind of vocals
Right, to
that
fight with,
penetrate
yeah.
through, pierce through the whole band, and so I personally, I guess I'm more comfortable with the duo setting. But I love the band.
Yeah, I mean personally, for me as a guitar player, every guitarist's dream is to play in a band. No guitarist starts off like, I want to be in a duo. It's just weird. But no, there are some of you who do want to play duo stuff and all. It's great. It's nice, and it's always challenging to like Sophia said, get all those parts in, practice. You orchestrate a lot more when you do such a thing. And in a band, it's just, it can be a little bit lazy and play your own parts. But that's, I guess, the biggest difference between the two. Yep.
For our last section, maybe let me just ask you, do you have any favorite duo band or favorite
That's a good question.
band?
Yeah. One of the duos that I watched growing up, which is actually a comedy duo, it's called Flight of the Conchords, and I think they're a New Zealander. I think they're from New Zealand, right? I think so, yeah. And this is jokes. They're just joking on music and, stuff. And it was fun because both of them played guitar and all. As for bands, growing up, my time music was all about bands. So That was everything. Everything in the 90s and everything in 2000s.
Any
It's the good
favorites?
stuff. Any favorites? You know, I really don't have many favorites. I like anything. If it gets me moving, you know, if I feeling it, you know, that band is good. Yeah. How about you?
For duo, I guess I really love a jazz duo, Ella Fitzgerald and Joe Pass.
Oh,
I think they are really great together, and what they do is just crazy. And as for the live band, I'm a Coldplay fan.
all you Coldplay fans,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not very complex music. But
You know, Coldplay is actually kind of stripped down because they are really very, you know, they play very simple stuff, but they have, you know, they're covering a lot of ground with their music, so that's super cool. Band.
it has a really big resonance and really big impact when you hear it.
Have you ever watched them live?
No, I would love to. but-
Apparently, they're one of the top bands in the world to watch live. So if you ever have the chance, make sure you catch a Coldplay concert.
So, what about you? What's your favorite live band or duo? Let us know in the comments. We would like to know. Share with us.
See you then. From then, goodbye. I'm Kevin.
I'm Sophia. Bye.
We could leave the Christmas lights up till January. This is our place, we make the rules. There's a dazzling haze, a mysterious way about you, dear. Haven't known you 20 seconds or 20 years. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever and now? Take me out and take me home. You're my lover. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand with every guitar string scar on my hand? I'll take this magnetic force of a man to be my lover. My heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue. All's well that ends well to end up with you. Swear to be over dramatic and true.